My name's Rob from Bodyboard Holidays. I'm going to talk to you about the best bodyboarding maneuvers. And I'm going to start with my favorite of them all, the tube ride. Tube ride is going to happen when you get a certain set of conditions. You need a wave which is breaking over a shallow shelf, so either a reef or a shallow sandbank. You need an offshore wind ideally, and as that wave breaks, it does what we call pitches. So that means that the wave tubes, so you can then ride your bodyboard inside the wave. In order to do that, you need to regulate your speed. Sometimes you have to slow yourself down. The technique's called stalling, or speed yourself up and lunge right through the tube with a nice high line. In order to get tubed, you've really got to be committed to the barrel, and I definitely recommend watching this video because it's really in depth. Tube riding is the best thing you'll do on a bodyboard, and the bodyboard is the ultimate tube riding vehicle. Get in there and enjoy it. In order to ride across a wave on a bodyboard, you do something called trimming. So initially when you learn to bodyboard, you might fly straight down a wave and out in front of it and towards the shore. But the next step is to engage your rail edge. So if you were going to ride a wave in a left-hand direction, there's a specific technique that you'd use. The first thing you need to be aware of is that you need to engage your inside rail into the wave face. So that means displacing water. In order to do that, you need to apply pressure on the deck of the board to engage that rail edge. So you put pressure down your shoulder into your elbow, and then you hold your hand on the front corner in what we call the claw grip, which engages your elbow into the rail edge. Now that rail edge engaged along the wave face, if you then move your weight into the front third of the board, look, lean and lunge, lift your legs up out of the water, you'll then trim and gain speed down the line. Give it a try, it's awesome fun. Probably the most famous bodyboarding maneuver is the El Rollo, also known as a barrel roll. It was invented by the legend of the sport, Pat Caldwell, at a place called Sandy Beach in Hawaii. The roll is all about traveling across the wave down the line, seeing a pitching lip, hitting it with the nose of your bodyboard, coming up and over and rolling towards the shore. To do this properly, the timing is incredibly important. So you want to hit the lip as it's pitching towards the shore and really hold on tight to your board so that the lip doesn't pull the board out of your hand. It's really, really important to throw your head towards the shore and look in the direction that you want to go. As you roll over, get your board flat as quickly as you can, apply pressure to the nose, and if you need to, you can kick to help yourself land it. Once you've done your first El Rollos, they become easier going forward. Nice down the line rolls are my favorite. Give them a go, gonna enjoy them. One of the coolest maneuvers is the reverse spin. The reverse spin is when you ride across a wave and then you spin down the wave. The reason it's really functional is that it takes you back to the power pocket of the wave. So if you're riding across a wave and you've got plenty of speed, by doing a reverse spin, it can rub off some of your speed, take you back to the pocket, and enable you to extend your ride and have more fun. The reverse spin allows you to displace power. So when you're flying down the line, you turn into that reverse. It's a really functional maneuver. Now to do it, you need to do a few things all at once. The first thing is, as you turn down the wave, you move your weight to the front of the board. You then throw your head over your shoulder. You cross your legs up to your bum, you look through the turn, hold on tight, keep the faith, and you'll keep coming through the spin. The more you have your weight in the middle of the board, the better. Give it a try, it's awesome. When riding across a wave and coming to a closeout section, you have the opportunity to hit the lip. In the perfect world, you might want to hit the lip and do an air, but a precursor to that move is doing a re-entry. The reason that a re-entry is super fun is that you're taking all your speed from going across the wave, you're going up and riding off the lip and then coming out in front of the wave. Timing's extremely important. You need to turn up and hit the lip just as it pitches. You need to get the bottom of your board against the lip, and you need to throw your weight upwards and then outwards. Quickly get the nose of the board turned towards the shore so that it allows you to re-catch the wave after you've turned up and come through the lip. As you turn towards the shore, get the board back underneath you and ride out of the move. For a more in-depth analysis of re-entries, watch this video. I think you'll find it's really useful and it's going to be your first step towards doing aerial maneuvers. Probably the most famous of all bodyboard maneuvers is the 360. When you ride across a wave and spin up the wave, and that's a forward 360. To enable yourself to do this, you have to do a few key things. The first thing is gain some speed across the wave. The next thing is be aware that you need to disengage your rail edge. So you need to move your weight from your rail edge to the middle of the board. You then do a few things at once. You move yourself up the board, you throw your head over your shoulder, you then cross your legs up to your bum. You try and hold that position and look through the turn until you're then facing forwards. Keep your legs crossed all the way around for style points. The 360 will lead you to be able to do off the lip 360s, floater 360s, and a whole range of other maneuvers, which could lead to an air 360. Give it a go. When you're riding across a wave and a section comes down in front of you, a way to get past that section is to go below it, try and ride around it, go through it if you can go through the tube, or my favorite is to do a floater over the top. So doing a floater gives you a really weightless feel. You're riding across the broken lip of the wave, which is just on top of the curtain, and it gives you a real nice glide and is very functional because it leads you on to the next section. You can also do this maneuver in a closeout. Now the way that you do it is you ride a high line across the wave, then you angle up on top of the lip as it pitches, you glide across the top, and then you angle yourself down. It's a really popular maneuver in surfboard riding. With bodyboards, you don't see it as often, but it's a super fun maneuver, and it's one that I recommend you try. So get out there, give floaters a try, they'll definitely make you smile. In order to get back to the power pocket of a wave, you need to change direction. The more dramatically and radically that you change direction, the cooler it is in bodyboarding most of the time. Now, the maneuver that does this the best is the cutback. So if you rode across a wave in a left-hand direction and you were escaping the power pocket, in order to get back there, you could do a nice carving turn known as a cutback. And it's all about engaging your inside rail to ride across the wave, then redistributing that weight from your inside rail onto your opposite rail, applying pressure on there, and then looking back to the power pocket that you want to return to. When done on a big wave with power and commitment, it creates a nice big fan of spray. Don't look at that fan of spray, look back into the pocket where you want to get to, and that'll make the turn more aggressive. For me, Mitch Rawlins does the best cutbacks, but it's a really great one to try for all abilities. So that's 8 maneuvers to try. Get out there into the water. Let us know how you get on. Please put your comments below. Any questions, hit us up, we'll get straight back to you.